Hello, this is Wicked Shrapnel, and I wanted to share with you my opinions on Titanfall. I have a lot of people asking me like what I think of the game, and I like Titanfall a lot. And Titanfall is not Call of Duty. A lot of people, are asking if it's Titanfall is a Call of Duty killer and blah 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 blah. Everything always seems to compare to Call of Duty, I guess, because Call of Duty is like the king of the hill on the FPS scene as far as sales and how many people play it. A lot of people compare Battlefield to Call of Duty, and that's not a fair comparison either. They're totally different games, and Titanfall stands on its own as well. And all the AI and stuff in the game, I think, it really changes up the gameplay. It makes it more fast-paced and action-packed, and as you can see, the grunts, the AI, they're like nothing. You could just stomp all over them, and really what they do is they're there for like farming. So if you've ever played League of Legends, and the AI in League of Legends are just minions, which compared to your champions in the game are nothing. They're most likely not going to harm you whatsoever. Every once in a while, if you're weak, they might be able to get a hit on you and kill you, but you'd have to almost be dead for that to happen. And that happens in Titanfall as well. A minion could kill you if a pilot weakens you up, and then a grunt just takes a shot at you. He can kill you, but most of the time you're just going to stomp all over the grunts, and they're really there just for farming points. And the more points you get, the better your team does, and the faster you can get your Titans. So that's the main thing I do. Like, all the grunts will take like the same opening routes. So if you learn those routes, you can hit them with grenades and stuff right off of the original spawn and try to get some points real quick and try to get your Titan as fast as possible, because the sooner you get in your Titan, the more powerful you're going to be if they don't have other Titans to combat against them. And I think the game makes you feel like a god in the same way I haven't felt since like Modern Warfare 2, which was the original Infinity Ward who left and made Respawn, who made this game. So the people that made this are the people that made Modern Warfare 2, and that was really the last Call of Duty where I really had that like god-like feeling. If you get in your kill streaks and you could just rain terror down on the enemies. But since then, they've kind of balanced Call of Duty out more and started adding stuff in the game where it's just easier for anyone to get a kill, like IEDs and stuff that's on the map that is killing you, that is not skill based. Where in Titanfall, outside of the AI, which are not really powerful at all, it's really gun-on-gun action, whether you're in a mech or you're a pilot. And even if you're a pilot, you are able to take out Titans with anti-Titan weapons, or you can even jump up on top of the Titans and shoot them in the head, as I think I do at some point in this video. And the Smart Pistol, I don't really think is that overpowered. Once you rank it up enough, you can have some enhanced targeting, so it'll take less time to target on the enemy. But even then, you're really going to have to play stealthy and creep up like behind the enemy. Here's where I jump up on a Titan and start blowing its brains out, which I think is really awesome. And that's a way to like level the playing field between the pilots and the Titans. If you jump up on them and start shooting their brains out, and if you're in the Titan, and it'll give you a warning that someone's rodeoing you, and then if you hop out of the Titan, you can shoot the pilot off. So if you notice that you hop up on a Titan, you're shooting its brains, and it suddenly stops, then that guy's probably going to be jumping out and trying to kill you, so you should be jumping away. So there's a lot of like cat and mouse strategies like that where the pilots can battle against the Titans. The Titans, for the most part, are going to stomp all over the pilots, unless the pilots are smart enough to be able to sneak up behind them to where the Titans doesn't even know that they're there. But overall, I think it's pretty balanced. But if you are have good gun skill in this game, you can, feel like a god even as a pilot or as a Titan. So I think that that's really what makes the game fun. Just getting in there and destroying lobbies. If you're a skilled player, it's going to be fun to do that. And if you're just learning, I think it's still fun to aspire to get to that level. And there's still a lot for you to do. This is attrition, which is more like team deathmatch. So if you're not the best at gun skill, you probably want to play some other like a domination hardpoint where you could play some objectives, PTFO, and you could still help out your team a lot. But overall, I really like the game. I've been enjoying the beta, and I plan on doing some more live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, so be sure to come tune into the live stream. And my favorite gun overall is probably the carbine assault rifle. They only have like one gun from each class unlocked for the beta, but I really am looking forward to seeing some of the other weapons that are in the full game. So I am going to be playing this game for months on end, and I will be playing a lot more of this than I'm playing a Call of Duty. It is fresh, new, and exciting, so my opinion of it is probably elevated from the newness of it. I will admit that. But I think that the game is really fun to play, and I can see playing it for a long time. As far as how it's going to last over the years, we're still, that's to be seen, whether, like, what kind of DLC and things that they can add to the game to keep it fresh and keep it appealing for the long term. But at least for the first few months, I'm going to be all about Titanfall. So I hope you enjoyed this. I dominated with the smart pistol, and that's all I got for now. So talk to you later. Take it easy.